Hi, I'm Cider Spider, and I'm on a journey to get every available achievement in Final Fantasy XIV. This monumental grind takes countless hours of gameplay over the span of several years, and I'm taking it on 1 week at a time. So, let's get started. Welcome back, idiots. It's finally time to talk about gathering. We've covered a lot in this series so far, mostly relics and combat stuff, and we even had an episode about crafting. So it was only a matter of time until we had to do some gathering. I talked a lot about bulk crafting achievements where you have to create thousands of items within specific level ranges for each crafting job, and well, gathering is the same way. And so that's what I'm working on right now. As you can see, I have to mine 5,000 times in every single expansion zone, so we've got quite a lot to do. And with this last 2 pieces of mithrite sand, bam! That puts us up to 4,000 out of 5,000. This one's gonna take a little bit, so I'll come back to it. Let's check out something fun though. So I talked a little bit last time about crafting log achievements. That's these guys. Complete 130 unique recipes, then 270, 380, 550, and so on, right? These also exist for the gathering log. So there's gather 150 unique miner items, 180, 220, 260. 260 is the newest one. This was added in the last patch. This includes items all the way up through Endwalker. And the gathering log is this little guy right here, and it just shows a list of everything that I am able to gather. And it'll even show you where to get it, which is really convenient. But as you can see, many of these have check marks next to them, those ones I've completed, but eventually we'll find some that do not have check marks. So these are the ones I still need. Now, annoyingly, for these gathering log achievements, you will often have to chase down timed nodes, which are what they sound like. So yeah, here's an example. This will tell you the unspoiled node time of appearance in Eorzean time is from 1700 to 2000. So that means it's going to show up. What the heck? Sorry, I think I just accidentally discovered that I can set an in-game alarm. I didn't know that was a thing at all. But anyway, it'll show up in this location at this time in Eorzean time, which we can turn on with by clicking on our clock icon up here. So the current Eorzea time is 6 p.m. So that means this node is actually up right now. So if we fly there, you'll see it put the fancy glowing icon on the map, which indicates a timed node is active, and then you get this one attempt at it. So that means if I click off of this, or if I start mining and then stop, the node disappears and I lose it. But this does appear to be a node that I've mined before, so all of these items are things that I have already gotten. But basically, at any time of day in-game, there's a timed node active somewhere. And so what you have to do in order to clear all of them out for the gathering log is basically just fly around a giant circuit around the entire world, chasing these timed node spawns. And so it's quite an endeavor. Anyways, I don't actually need any of these, so let's go ahead and abandon that. Goodbye. So I think what I'm gonna do first is try and track down all the untimed nodes, and then we'll do a big hunt down of the timed nodes after the fact. It's also worth noting this is the mining section, but there's a second page for quarrying, which still counts toward the achievement. So anything that needs to be mined with a sledgehammer will be on this page, and it's a whole separate list. So yeah, this is quite extensive. Alright, looks like the first page of untimed nodes is going to be Heavensward Onward, so it seems I have a lot of expansion gathering to do. Let's go ahead and get started. And we are just 37 items away from our blessed Mindkeep's pickaxe, which is the Heavensward tier. On the bright side, pretty much everything I gather, I could just throw it away as I get it, so we don't have to worry too much about having a lot of inventory space here, because I'm not keeping any of this crap. Most of it's worthless. But yeah, anything that's got this little mystery bag icon next to it means I have not mined that before. So let's go ahead and grab our limonite, our raw tiger's eye, and our raw agate. Easy. And then we have to refresh the list. And as you can see, now everything on this page is done, almost. Right, so one other thing you'll see a lot are these items labeled as hidden. Now what that means is that you need a high enough perception stat to be able to actually see it in the node if it spawns. But since I'm wearing Endwalker gear, it's not going to be a problem. Now, what do you know? First try. There's our titanium ore. Let's grab that. Easy. Let's throw all this junk away. And look at that, the whole page is finished. And what do you know, there's a whole other page that's unfinished. So yeah, this is a thing. Something of a grind, you could say. One thing I wasn't 100% sure on was if the lore of the land items were included in the count or not. So I guess we should find that out. Because the same way that crafting has master recipes that you need to buy books in order to be able to actually complete, gathering has special items that you need to buy books in order to be able to gather. And I don't think I ever bought any of them. And I can't even find them in the shop, so whatever. We'll worry about that later. Let's go grab some light kidney ore. Very fitting, because this kid needs some more. That's why we're here. Bam! And these jokes coop right themselves. Bam! Look at all this stuff in this node. Easy. Bam! Oh, and also there's treasure maps. You can actually mine a treasure map once every 18 hours. If you're a cool kid, you can actually solve the map and, get free treasure. But if you're an entrepreneur like me, you can just sell it on the market board for a free, 30-ish grand every day. It's easy money. Yippee skippy. That's a beastkin horn, a raw carnelian, and a raw opal. If we get 2 opals, we might be able to summon Ashan. Was that cut too deep? Do I need to explain that one? The punchline is opal. Oh my gosh. Leave it to the Sea of Clouds to have everything be as far as possible away from the aetherite. Look how far I gotta travel to get this thing. Ah, my life is so hard. Well, we're only 25 away from our stupid pickaxe, so that's pretty cool, I guess. I do love, genuinely, the Heavensward Zones. Some of the scenery in the Heavensward Zones is some of the best. Every expansion has really, really nice zones, but the Heavensward Zones I feel like are a little underrated. But my goodness, what's it gonna take to make the Ironworks airdrop another aetherite over here somewhere? You know how many side quests I'd be willing to do for that? I will spend all of my bicolor gems on that. Every one. I'll give you 20,000 wolf marks right now, okay? I'll give you 15,000 trophy crystals today. All right, we're going back to Idyllshire. You say Idyllshire, I'll say farms. Idyllshire, farms, gob meat. What? I'm just saying though, the Heavensward Zones are nice. There's a handful of achievements that give you an excuse to just tour the entire world, and this is one of them, so I guess we'll enjoy a lot of great views on this journey. Hey, there's my hidden item. Bam! Okay, I'm pretty sure I got basically everything. Oh man, let's grab us a nice citrine. I think we pretty much got everything on the mining page. Let's get our Heavensward quarrying done. Oh, somehow I never got Electrum. Hey, there it is. Bam! Alright, now we gotta go collect topsoil. Bam! Very easy. I've done a lot of mining throughout every expansion, so the fact that I still have less than 150 things gathered seems to indicate that I've not been that thorough. But yeah, just 19 more to go for our first achievement. We're gonna go to the Silver Bazaar. Real gamers will know there's an entire Save the Homeland side quest chain with Kiki Poo here at the Silver Bazaar. But fake gamers don't do their yellow side quests, so they'll have no idea what they've missed. Do your side quests, they're fun. Oh man, this rock doesn't have anything in it. This one doesn't either. Bros, I just want topsoil. Why are they doing this to me? Okay, I guess we're actually gonna have to mine water shards until topsoil spawns. The last one I got on the first try. Why is this one gotta be so difficult? Oh my god, there it is. Okay, cool. Bam! For a second I thought I was going to replenish my water shard supply, which actually is severely lacking after the crafting achievements. But lol, not today. Yeah, all these mystery spots, I think these are the ones I need the lore books for. I should really look into how I go about getting those. Why is this guy selling so many pies? What's his deal? Is he some kind of weirdo? No, he doesn't have the books either. Now I'm just even more confused. Okay, I thought I was losing my mind for a second. Alright, there's folklore trading tokens. Yeah, that's what I need. Okay, hang on, I gotta do some research. Right, so apparently you have to buy the folklore tomes from this lady, or, like the equivalent ladies. Yeah, it's in this shop. Well, what do you know? Now, you might be wondering why the tomes are at this script vendor and not the other script vendors. The answer is screw you. So let's just go ahead and buy the collection here, because I gotta get these for, every zone. Bros, I don't think I got enough white scripts for this. Am I gonna have to grind for this? This isn't what I signed up for at all. I think I said already, but I'm not even sure if these count toward the achievement, because as we found out with master recipes for crafting, those don't even count toward the crafting log achievements. So I don't know if these ones do either. We're about to find out, I guess. Bro, what? I don't think I know enough about gathering. So you might be starting to see why I never finished these achievements. Hey, what do you know? There it is. So the folklore tome not only is a node that it doesn't show you where it's at on the map, it's also timed. Wow, look at that, blue quartz. But it doesn't tell you the time either. You just have to figure that out. Bam! Okay, but if you get it the first time, then it'll stay in your log. Wow, that's annoying. Wow, for all that trouble, these are completely worthless. Ah, that's depressing. Oh, that's the type of node we like to see. Give me all of that. Give me back that integrity. I'm so good at gathering. Bam! I really only needed the one, but whatever. I do what I want. Oh my god, these mystery nodes are gonna really ruin my life. There's just so many of them, too. We'll come back to those. Let's go mine underwater. Bend down the hatches, we're going in.
The seas part for we alone.
It's a good thing I chose my waterproof pig today. You think I'll gather this successfully? I think I just dynamite. Bam! Alright, get me out of here. Glad the sun finally rose. A lot of these places look much better in the daytime. Oh, I see a legendary timed node. Wow, rhodonite, my favorite. Get abandoned, idiot. There's some copper nickel sand, stiper stone, slate. Lovely. Another page bites the dust. This one's at Onsal Care. Alright, I guess I gotta queue into PvP. Ooh, timed node. This mineral deposit is legendary AF. Oh my god, how far away is this thing? If it despawns before I get there, I'm going to be angry. All that work for some spring water? All that for a drop of water. Bam! Very easy. Oh, what do you know, just 5 more to go. There's durium sand, dome and iron sand, and palladium sand. These pockets can fit so much sand in them. Ah, crap, there's a legendary node. No, it's not even new. Oh, it's a collectible. Alright, fine. I'm gonna use gathering scripts to buy more frickin' tomes anyway. Let's just go ahead and grab some of these. Very swaggy. Alright, what did I come out here for? Ah, yes, Gurbanian mineral water. Bam! And raw kyanite. And there's I found that. Miner 5. 10 points. That is, of course, mined and recorded discovery of 150 unique items that can only be gathered as a miner. Our reward is this swaggity little pickaxe. It's got great stats. I mean, I guess that looks cool enough. It doesn't even glow, but alas. Was that a legendary node? It is. Ain't no rest for the angry. Oh, this one's new. Easy. Oh, and let's see what those collectibles are worth. So, much like with crafting, Gathering has these collectibles, which usually you get from timed nodes for the ones that are actually worth a decent amount of scripts. And depending on how high the quality is on the collectible, they'll trade in for different amounts of white or blue scripts. You also usually get a ton of XP, so it's a good leveling method as well, but leveling gatherers is so easy that mine have been capped forever. So yeah, that's good fun. But what's next? What was next was now my regularly scheduled Tuesday stream, on which I thought it was a good idea to try and get the achievement for gathering 3,000 collectibles. It was not a good idea and ended up being much slower than expected. I ended up having to stop at the 1,000 tier instead. Oh my god, I got an achievement! I traded that too! 5 points! That is submit 1,000 collectibles to Rowena's House of Splendors. GG idiots. Achievement got, wait, did I get it? Did I miss it? Oh my god, I did miss it. Yeah, there it is. Gather or catch 1,000 collectibles. 5 points. There it is. So at least we got some achievements, even if it wasn't the ones I was hoping for, but from here I pose this week's question, which is, what's a goal you set in the past that turned out to be way harder than you thought it would be? Tell me all about it in the comments. And after that, I decided to come back to ye ol' Curthis Western Highlands and finish out that 1,000 gathers here. Seemed like a fun idea, and so here we have Mining Heavensward for 10 points. That is, gather 5,000 times at level 51 to 60 mineral deposits or rocky outcrops. So that's pretty cool. And it's time for more fun. And by fun, I mean flying around the entire world collecting random pieces of junk so that I can fill out my gathering log. Woohoo! I'm gonna pick up where we left off before and start working on Stormblood stuff, since I am just 25 items away from the Stormblood pickaxe. Oh man, everything's timed nodes. Alright, off to Norvrant. Alright, we're gonna get some artisan water and true gold ore. Every other gold is false. Probably. Then we're gonna go to Lakeland for some level 75 weed. Blue spirit ore. Oh, what do you know? There it is. Bam! I like this zone transition. You see how the zone name pops up in the middle of the screen here? Check this out. So everything out here is pretty normal. You got Sullen, followed by Brick. There's the Thirstless Shore, the Forest of the Lost Shepherd. And then there's Weed. Oh, how silly. So anyway, let's go ahead and grab some extra effervescent water. There's some true gold sand. This gold is true AF. God, it's so weird seeing people with sprouts in Shadowbringer zones now. Back in my day, you lost your sprout at the end of Stormblood, and so anywhere in Norvrant was a no sprouts allowed zone, and it was glorious. Those were the good times. But now I've got to mine mana silver sand just to make a living, or something like that. Oh no, my stuff is breaking. It's a good thing I can repair my own gear. Imagine being a scrub that can't repair their own gear. LOL. And here's some volcanic tuff. This volcanic is tough AF. Probably. I'm not sure if these custom delivery things count or not. Yeah, no, it didn't count. I'm not sure if any of the collectibles have counted. So yeah, that being determined, it looks like I pretty much have everything that's not a timed node. And so, what we now need to do is go back and start working on the timed nodes, which is quite a process unto itself. So generally there's going to be some timed item up at all times, and it just cycles with the day-night cycle of the game. And so what I'm going to have to do is just figure out wherever we're at in that cycle, jump into it, and ride it unto the end. Okay, I did a 5-second search on Google and found something called FF14gathering.com, so hopefully it's not a scam site. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to use this resource because I'm lazy. It's a really long list of every timed node that's going to pop up. The annoying thing about this is it looks like 4 items are up at a time, and so if I'm not quick, I could easily miss some, and then have to wait for them to cycle back around again, which, needless to say, I'd prefer to not do that. This thing here is for white scripts. I don't have any white scripts right now, and I'm going to need them in order to buy the folklore books that I'm missing. Oh, so I've come to realize I just had the Shadowbringers ones open. But turning on all expansions, yeah, there's like 10 things up at any given time. This is gonna be rough. Okay, some Abelathian rock salt, red quartz, and then we need to race off to friggin' Elpis. Get us some rarefied anite. Good old collectibles. This is rough because if I stop for even a minute, I'm losing a lot of time. And so if there's a lot of spots to run around and gather, then this becomes a nightmare real fast. Absolute nightmare. I'm sure I'm glad there's only one aetherite on Az's Law so I can fly endlessly through the sea of toilet water sky. Ah, there it is. Hooray. Wow, this is where it's at. What an annoyance. Give me that. Bam. Okay, so we established that custom delivery collectibles don't count toward the overall score. I need to double check and see if regular collectibles do or not. So we're going to find that out here and now. We're at 170 out of 180. That means we are close to being done with our Stormblood pickaxe. And there's still so far to go. Yeah, that didn't count. Yeah, none of these show check marks, and I know I've definitely collected some of them, so I think these are not counted. I'm thinking it must surely just be everything that's in this normal tab, but kind of feels like there's not enough, though, for there to be as many items as I would need. Every time I try to get an Annex Shrine node, it never shows up, so I must be missing something with these. There might be a folklore I don't have. It seems like there probably is. Alright, we're gonna have to get on the script game. So here's collectible gathering. You've probably seen me do this a couple of times, but basically, what I'm trying to do is max out the collectability by using these prospecting abilities. But I also only have a limited number of moves. It's a lot like trying to craft high quality items. Although I can restore moves by using gathering points, like so, to allow me to actually collect more items. Basically, you want to max out the quality using as few integrity as possible, so that you can collect the maximum number of items from each node. It's not particularly difficult, but you can get screwed by RNG sometimes. So let's turn in some collectibles. How many scripts are these going to be worth? Not very many. Yeah, I mean, at this rate, I could probably cap scripts in like an hour if I tried, but it seems like it's going to be a hassle. The question is, though, how many folklore tomes do I even still need? You know, see, according to this, I already have all of these, but some of these items weren't showing up. It's really weird. Leave it to freaking gathering to be like my one blind spot in terms of knowing what the heck I'm doing. Okay, I can at least get the Norvrot tomes here. This is more of a process than I thought it was going to be, I gotta be honest. Well, anyway, it seems we could use some white scripts, and I know a very simple way to get them. I've done a lot of custom delivery stuff on this series, but I've always done them with crafting. The fun part is you can actually do custom deliveries with gathering as well. All we do is see what Monago needs here, go figure out where it's at, and then we're gonna go and get it for her. And then, of course, it's pretty simple. It's just a collectible gathering. Oh, wow, check that out. My Wise to the World procced, which means I get all 6 off of just one go. Very easy. Alright, I will take all of your white scripts now. Give me them. I crave them. And there's the customer's always right, Monago. 4. Nice little 5-point achievement for getting our 90th collectible to Monago. I'm actually nearing a point where pretty soon I'm gonna be done with custom deliveries forever. I mean, until they add another one, but I got a couple weeks left on Margret, a few weeks on Monago, and then all I'll have left is Zoe. Now mind you, I still gotta do months worth of Zoe, but she's gonna be the only one I have left pretty soon. Anyways, let's see what Rat needs. God, I gotta go to Garlemald for this. And restore. We procced Wise to the World. So that means we get 4 here at max quality. Very easy. And easy. Alright, Rat. take these or else. And I really wish I hadn't fallen behind on Margaret, but yeah, just 3 weeks to go for me, so it's not so bad. Yeah, so anyway, I think for the current folklore, I need to get these tokens, but I don't even know who I need to take them to actually get the book from. There's like 8 different shops that sell this stuff. It's really confusing and annoying, so I'm gonna have to look it up because it's not made obvious in the game. Okay. I have the information. So what you're meant to do is get 16 of these regional tokens. That's right, 1,600 white scripts worth of these stupid tokens. And you take those to the Splendors vendor over here, and she will sell you the Endwalker folklore tomes, which means if I want to get the final tier of this achievement line I'm working on, this guy right here, the new Endwalker achievement, then basically I'm gonna need to get a few more white scripts than what I've got now, annoyingly. On the bright side, they're not actually that hard to get, it's just tedious. But anyway, we're only 9 items away from the Stormblood pickaxe, so I think we should go ahead and get that. First things first, I'm out of Adorite tickets, let's go ahead and replace those. I haven't been doing enough S ranks lately, I'm gonna have to get back on that. Anyways, God, I am not dressed for this kind of desert rain. Such is poor cover for when the heavens fall. Let me get some of these dark matter clusters. Saves me a lot of money. This one's a jackpot. We got Ferberite, we got Topaz, we got Lolite. Lolite is for babies. It's for babies that aren't strong enough for Lolwiser. Nothing like coming home after a hard day's work and drinking a 6-pack of Lolite. Lol. Lightly. Anyway, where were we? We are just 3 items away. This is going swimmingly. Oh man, what do you know? 3 items. Raw diamond, bam! Raw emerald, bam! And native gold, bam! My gold now, idiots. And there is, I found that. Miner, 6, 10 points. As of course, mine and record discovery of 180 unique items that can only be gathered as miner. And in return, I get a Blessed Mine King's pickaxe. Because you don't just want to be a mine king, you want to be a blessed mine king. Let's see it. Is it ugly? It's nice enough, I guess. I'm probably gonna throw it away and then let the Calamity Salvager deal with it, but I'll take it, why not? What's annoying is now all that's left is the Shadowbringer's pickaxe, which needs 40 more items on top of what I've already gotten so far. So yeah, we're gonna suffer for this for sure, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish up some of the ARR timed nodes and just see where I'm at after that. Because the upside is, since we're obviously at the end of Endwalker now, all of the random Endwalker gather items get added to the total, which means the Shadowbringers one will be easier than it was to do on content. I kind of wish it had the option like the crafting log does to hide items that I've already collected. Okay, so I've just finished the minor job quests for Realm Reborn on stream. There's no achievement for doing them, but it was good fun nonetheless. But the reason I did these was because they're a prerequisite as you get rewarded with this Mammon. They are a prerequisite for the Supra tool for mining, which as you can see we buy out of a shop in exchange for a Mastercraft Demi Materia and a Seal of Mining. In order to get the Seal of Mining, we need some Fieldcraft Demi Materia and an Antumbral Rock, which cannot be traded. Since it can't be traded, I can't go buy it off the market board. I have to gather it myself. It spawns on a timed node at 2 a.m. in-game. And wouldn't you know it, it happens to be up right now. Total number of these Antumbral Rocks I need is like 60. I don't know if I could pull 60 off of a single node, but I sure will try. 25, 30. Well, this is annoying. I'm gonna have to wait for this to cycle back around again. Oh no. Well, so let's go ahead and get us a Seal of Mining. Easy. And then we can trade that for a Supra tool. And there you have it, Mammon Supra. It's eye level 75, so it's really good. But we need to get it to a Lucius, and what we need for that is a Seal of Mining Mastery, which is the same rocks again, and I have no idea where to get this cloth from. Oh, seems like you just buy it from Grand Companies. Hey, what do you know, magic oilcloth. 9,000 seals, nothing. But yeah, there are going to be quite a few in-game hours before the timed node I need is available again, so I'm going to get back to working on my other timed node gathering situation. I need 32 more unique items to get the Shadowbringer's pickaxe, and I should have every pre-Endwalker lore book, so this should make it pretty easy. But I don't know that I even have 32 items unlocated at this point, and I'm about to get disconnected. Aww. Okay, well, I think I figured out my problem. I was following rotations for normal timed nodes. There's a separate tab for the folklore nodes, which I think I actually need. If I get on the folklore rotation, I should be able to easily clear the 220 that I need. Nevertheless, this is going to be annoying. And what seems to be a hassle about all these folklore nodes is like every single time slot has just absolutely tons of stuff in it. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get each one during a single window. I might have to do a second loop. Can't believe they're going to catch me with the old idiot loop. Oldest trick in the book. And somehow I'm still catching things that I've already gathered before. Oh no. That's what we call the double idiot loop. Oh my god, this isn't new either. They really got me good with this one. I have so many regrets, guys. I don't think there's been a week that I've really regretted my decisions as much as this week. My thought was, I'll do a showcase on gathering stuff, you know. We already did crafting. We've done everything else, just about. You know, we dabbled in many things. Why not have a look at gathering? That's surely a deep well of content that we can mine some interesting things out of. But the prospect of actually doing it should have dawned upon me. It's drilled into my very core that a majority of it is just wandering around. There's so much wandering around and hoping you can catch timed nodes, and then finding that half of them aren't even the ones I need. It's such a chore to separate out which nodes I'm even looking for. And now they can't even obtain my achievement data. Why not? I've never seen this before. Unable to obtain achievement data? Oh, that's why. If I miss my timed node because of this crap, it's the second time I've been disconnected in like 20 minutes, and my internet's working fine. I blame this on the Xbox players. Someone get Phil Spencer on the line. I'd like to have a word with him. I'd like to tell him that Orzia sends its regards. Yeah, guess what? I did miss the timed node. I can't win at anything. Been many trials, many tribulations, many struggles indeed. But this is testing my patience. Oh boy, new stuff. Glad that I now know what misery feels like. This one's gonna despawn before I even get there. Yeah, it's gone. Cool. This is like next level time gating content, because it's not prohibitively time gated, you know? They cycle around on like an hourly basis or something. But it's gated in a way that makes it extremely annoying to deal with. These time nodes are basically up for a few minutes out of the hour, and if you miss them, you just miss them, and you have to wait until they come back around again. So, you know, it's not necessarily as bad as waiting multiple days getting your 6 leave allowances. It's not as bad as your 12 custom delivery allowances per week. It's not as bad as your 18-hour retainer ventures or your 18-hour Grand Company squad missions. There's far worse time-gated things, but somehow it feels worse. You know, when I miss a timed node by a minute and then I gotta wait an hour for it to come back around, that feels worse. Feels worse than being locked out of a leave quest achievement by 2 weeks worth of allowances. Especially because all these stupid legendary mineral deposits are as far as possible away from the aetherite. So it's like it's intentionally designed to give you a wide window to miss the spawn if you're not bright and early for the daily races going nowhere. And my stupid pig can't fly any faster than this. What am I supposed to do? On the bright side, 2 new items in the gathering log. Teleport to the city of fallen angels, where the ocean meets the ocean. Form a strong ocean with the ocean's most ocean. Whoever made this site, they suck. Oh wait, it's a cave. It's down here. Never mind. The recommended teleport was good. I just dramatically overshot where I was supposed to go. In other words, I sug. I missed it. Ah.
Oh, I missed.
Alright, well, we'll probably be back for that one, so. Yeah, you know, if these travel times didn't suck, this would actually be really easy. I suppose it wouldn't be much of an achievement if it was easy. Oh, come on, I already have these ones. Nevertheless, it would be nice if it felt at least, like, somewhat intuitive. Holy crap. I think I just suck, but this is a true hassle. I would do so many guild hests to not have to do this. At least we get to tour the land and the lovely scenery. You know, it's nice to get back to the forest toilet, the Rocktika Great Bowl, but my goodness. Bro, how far away is this thing? This might be like the most troll content I've ever engaged with. And I do leave quests. Oh look, something new. Thank goodness. If I get out of here fast enough, I might make it to the next one in time. Never mind. It seems like it doesn't exist anymore. That's what I get for trusting questionable third-party websites. Yoshi P warned me about this. The P stands for precaution. Probably. There's actually so many Endwalker folklore items. If I had the tomes for that, this would be trivial. Why am I pokeballing? I guess that's our degree of difficulty. What makes gathering savage difficulty is just having a crappy connection. Alright, let's try this one again. Hey, we actually got it. Cool. And here's a solstice stone. That seems like fun. A hematite, some hard water. What is this, my shower? And there's some lovely palladium. And of course, we have to fly to the other side of the Sea of Clouds. Again, can't get enough of flying to the other side of the Sea of Clouds. Could we not just get like a giant hook shot? Kind of like the ones we used against Bismarck. Can we get some of those and just like reel the islands in closer so that the travel distance isn't so far? They're just floating islands. Just reel them in. I'm a level 90 fisher. Surely I can pull it off. I want to turn the Sea of Clouds into a Pangea-esque supercontinent so that I don't have to fly across 8 miles of open air. It sucks, and I hate it. And there's big stupid bird people here, and I hate them too. We're going back to Alamigo. Oh, actually, there's nothing in Alamigo. But it's better than the Sea of Clouds. I'd rather be here than there. What the heck? Oh my god, we found a sightseeing log. Whatever. I'll be taking my item and leaving now. Well, at least there's Femros here. Femros make everything better. Alright, this has been shockingly difficult, but I'm 4 items away from being done. There's a raw ruby, raw sapphire, bam, and a delectable grade 3 Lanosian topsoil. Bam! Meaning there is just 1 item left to get for the big 220. The only question is, what's it going to be? Well, what do you know? We've got this unspoiled outcrop here, and there's a lovely astral rock. Bam! And there's I found that minor 7. 10 points. That's of course 220 unique items that can only be gathered as a miner, and that is how we get our resplendent Mine Fiend's pickaxe. It's level 500, so it's pretty good, probably. Look, this one actually does glow. It turns on like a lightsaber. Still kind of ugly, but I mean, it glows. So yeah, we've gained quite a few pickaxes recently, but we also have this Mammon Supra. What are we gonna do with this? Well, as I was waiting for everything to respawn, you'll notice I actually did end up getting 30 more Antumbril rocks, so let's go talk to our guy in Mordona. Yeah, you know, I would like a Seal of Mastery. But I forgot I need 5 moonstones for this, so I guess we're going back to Maelstrom Command. Oh boy. Oh man, these are expensive too. And what do you know? We'll trade our Mammon Supra with a Seal of Mining Mastery, 5 moonstones. And there is tool time for the land. 10 points, which is of course obtain a Disciple of the Land Luchas tool for the Light of the Land title. So I need no longer be the Light in Hand. You could say we're about to get an upgrade. Bam! Now I'm the Light of the Land. That's right, this baby is in fact the sun, or something, I don't know. Also, this pickaxe actually kind of looks pretty cool. It's got a giant hammer on the end of it. Yeah, I kind of like this one. It's easily the best one so far. As a refresher, this is Heavensward, there's Stormblood, and then Shadowbringers. But something about the simple elegance of this while also being gigantic. I think this Luchas tool is the nicest one. Anyway, safe to say we have really gone through the ringer of gathering this week, and there's so much that I didn't even get to. But I'm almost at a point where, as you can see, my mining tab is nearly finished as far as ordinary gathering goes. There's something below the ordinary, though, that I dare not divulge. But yeah, as for gathering, I think we covered most of the basics. There's a little bit more nuance in stuff like fishing. Yes, I'm gonna do fishing someday. That's another one I get asked about a lot, but we'll cover that sometime in the future. I think for now, though, that's gonna be probably all we've got time for. Hopefully this wasn't the most boring video ever. And if it was, wake up, idiot, because the outro is about to play right about here. It's outro time. This was a rock-solid week of progress, or something. I thought gathering achievements would be a gold mine, but it turned out to just be boring. and every time I thought I hit rock bottom, I managed to dig myself deeper. Yeah, anyway, we got 9 achievements this week for a total of 75 points. My LAL achievement score rose to a respectable 16,130, and my world rank climbed from 148 up to 145. I guess I should also mention here that my Twitch streaming schedule has been expanded to 4 days a week instead of just 1, so I'm going to be streaming even more boring nonsense than before. Come hang out if you like boring nonsense streams, and I'll see you at the next one. 1 like equals 1 stream. Okay, bye.